Welcome back. All right, so we went to a concert. I just did the recap for the Montreal Buffalo game that I watched the first period of, and then we left. Still haven't found my wallet, but anyways, I know it's here somewhere. It's just driving me crazy, and now that we're not looking for it, it'll just be like right in
Yes.
my field of view. That's why I'm looking around because it's gonna be just here, and I'm gonna feel stupid. Anyways, so we went to Tool tonight. It's the first time I had seen Tool. It's your what, seventh or eighth or 12th?
Fifth. Fifth. It's
But
my
the
fifth
first time in a
seeing
long
Tool.
time she's seen Tool.
I haven't seen Tool in 21 years because I'm old.
So the Tool concert tonight, and I was smart enough to make sure that I posted it. Um, oh, friends of mine were there too.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't the only one. And yeah, they played Enema. I just that was. I don't know that I've yelled in your ear like that before. I don't know that I have, but I posted on here. There we go. That's the set list from tonight. So that because I know she's not good with the titles on songs.
I'm not.
So I wore my Star Wars bracelet because I'm a geek when we went to it. So it's in Star Wars rating because I'm a giant nerd. Got it at Disneyland. I like to wear it when we go out now because it's a memory of something fun
It's
we
for
did.
fun. Yeah.
But yeah, so the opening act was Madness.
Like steel beans? Wasn't it called steel beans?
Steel beans and entertaining, different. It's a one man band. It's one dude, and
Takes some
that has
skill
to be hard
It takes some skill.
because as the set list went along for him, I thought that has to be really tough to maintain and be able to do that song after song after song. But Tool's known for having weird opening acts. But
That is very true. They
there are a
usually
couple.
have are a completely
Yeah.
different music genre.
There was a couple of
They're
the songs of his though that
something
I thought were
else.
okay. A couple
Yeah,
of
he
songs I
wasn't
thought
too
were
bad.
all
Of
right.
all of the opening bands I've seen for Tool, he was one that I didn't mind listening to. I feel bad even saying that, but usually the bands that open for Tool, I have not particularly enjoyed.
I kind of felt like in some of his jokes and some of the way he talked, I thought if this was Maynard, if this is Maynard wearing a suit and just pretending to be somebody else, I wouldn't be surprised. Personality very similar to Maynard's.
Yeah.
That he was saying things just to get a rise out of the crowd, and his humor was odd and weird because Maynard's odd and weird, which won't surprise anybody who follows Tool or Maynard. But yeah, I thought, I wonder if this guy's sense of humor is why Maynard's like, yeah, he can open up for us, or maybe Danny Carey or one of the others was like, yeah, this is the perfect guy for us because it works. So Steel Beans, if you get a chance to look at his videos, he did the funny video when he was telling people that he was opening for Tool, where he did a video where he gets run over by a car. And then he gets up and it's like, yeah, I'm opening for Tool. And they're like, how hard did he hit his head on the pavement?
I'm sure it would be something like that. Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Sure, you're opening for Tool. The guy was on a Segway. Like, just... But anyways, once they get into Tool, it started with Fear Inoculum, which sounded so much better live. So half the set list is songs from their newest album, Fear Inoculum, which is a more sedate album than the other ones, but live... No. Live, it is loud and brash, and I barely recognize the songs. I need to start listening to Fear Inoculum again. And I don't know, maybe I was too harsh on the album when it came out. But yeah, live, those songs kicked some ass. So Fear Inoculum was really good, and then it went into Jambi. I love Jambi. Jambi's a great song. You know what Jambi is, right?
Of course he did.
And The Pot, you know what The Pot is. The Pot is a great song. He was clearly very angry when he wrote that song, at least the lyrics, because Maynard does all the lyrics, right? So the guys write the music, and then they send it to him, and then he
do their own
adds the lyrics to it. And yeah, he was clearly mad when he wrote the lyrics to The Pot, which I think he's mad when he writes a lot of the lyrics to the songs. There's not very many happy Tool songs.
I don't necessarily
You're struggling to find
agree
one.
with that. No, that's not true. No, I do not agree.
I mean, 10,000 Days
Disagree.
is a song that has this
That's
beautiful
their
message
smother.
to it. But in general, a lot of their songs are not very happy. They're not very happy. Well, or maybe just my favorite songs from them tend to be the angrier ones.
I disagree on that.
Rosetta Stoned, which is this weird bonkers song, and live. One thing about their concerts, they have this great visual. The screen behind them is huge, absolutely huge. Was that there when you went there 20 years ago?
They've always had the screens. I mean,
Be different now, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, very, very different. The quality of the video behind them has definitely been
The artwork's
upgraded.
fantastic.
But they have always had the video in the background. It used to have more of the. Do you
Like, this
remember
is
the
permanently on my arm now.
not naked,
Yes.
the pretend naked?
In Schism, yeah, there's two people in
so
Schism. The
they
video.
would have them in the videos,
Right.
like video behind them.
It's probably because I'm
just
not a
moving
seamstress.
around,
That's why I
and
couldn't
so
get that
it'd
off.
be similar to like how their videos were. That would be behind them.
Yeah, there was nowhere to put naked people in the rafters of Rogers. Though.
I have been to Tool concerts where they had the not naked people hanging from the rafters, and I was surprised at how long they stayed hanging up there. It was most of the
there was none of
they
that
were
tonight.
hanging up there. Yeah, I've been to some concerts.
So,
I've never seen him dressed in a. He was dressed in like a.
He was wearing a suit,
dress shirt,
and he had the
That's
spiky
different.
hair.
Yeah, it did look like it.
Yeah, he was more.
I've seen him
but
wearing the latex suit.
He
I've
was
seen
in
him
the back.
wearing the boobs.
He was in the back, so you
He
could
always
barely
is.
see him.
He's never in the front. Ever.
And I this one thing with the band. So when you go to Tool, it's really not about watching them perform. It's about just the experience of it.
Yeah.
Between the lasers, the great visuals behind them, and just that feeling you get. So yeah, Rosetta Stone was great, and then they went into Pneuma, which is from the new album. Descending, which is from the new album. Descending sounded completely different live. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. And then they played Swamp Song, which made her very happy.
So excited.
Very happy. There's one Undertow song in each set list from
That
them.
was great. That
And
made me happy.
in this case, it was Swamp Song, and yeah, she was giddy and singing along through the whole thing. Then they played The Grudge, which is a song I enjoy quite a bit.
Great.
The Grudge is fantastic.
Yep, those two together, that made me happy.
Yeah, The Grudge is really, really good. And then they had the intermission, which was 12 minutes, which you called that a lot of people weren't going to be back in time, and they weren't.
Right.
There was a lot of people walking around.
So many people during the concert
And,
going up and down
leaving
the stairs.
before the end.
What in the world? Who does that?
Like, I can
Like,
understand.
people do it at hockey games, but I think it's weird at hockey games. But at a concert?
And especially-
Well, they only have 2 songs left, so let's go. Let's beat the traffic.
But they saved the best songs for last.
It's so bizarre.
Why are you leaving? You spent over $100 on your ticket.
Well,
Get
most
your money's
of them
worth.
also spent another $100 on beer.
Oh
Has
my
to be-
gosh.
That has to be why they're getting up out of their seats so much, right? Who, I don't...
Yeah.
If you pay that much for your tickets,
Yeah, there was
like, use the washroom first.
there was one guy, and I keep calling him Barry Trotz because he was sort of shorter and he was bald and he had the beard. And Barry Trotz had to be up and down those stairs at least
my
8
gosh.
times. And he was double fisting the beers each
Stumbling.
time. And I was like, I don't know if Barry Trotz is going to make it to the end of this. I don't know if you remember who Barry Trotz is.
I do.
Okay. But yeah, he looked like Barry Trotz. I was like, I'm surprised to see him here. And then there was somebody there too who looked like, what was it? There was a girl there who looked like a celebrity, and I was like, I can't be an actual celebrity. Although it's a Tool concert, so you never know. Might be one or two, because they don't come to Vancouver very often. So yeah, they had the intermission, and they did the chocolate chip trip, and by they I mean Danny did chocolate chip trip. He is such a
told you it'd be
fantastic
long.
drummer, and you know that's
I
a
called it.
throwback.
I knew that song would be long.
To me, that's a throwback. Having a drummer by himself doing just a drum solo and all of the stuff he did was absolutely fantastic. that just felt like a nice throwback to like 80s and 90s type concerts. Then they did Culling Voices, which is from the new album. They did Invincible, also from, and I mean new album, meaning it's, what, 2-3 years old now? Might even be older than that now. Did it come out in 2019?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. Fear Inoculum's been out for a while, though, but it's still a newer album from them.
Yeah.
And then I screamed, and my voice is still kind of raspy from it. Because I had expected two things. Either they would stop with Invincible, because some of their set lists, they stop at 11 songs, or that I'd get Stinkfist, which is one of my absolute all-time favorite songs from the band. But then they played Enema.
Which is my favorite song.
And I screamed.
Oh, so excited.
I screamed. And I don't know if you could hear me singing along.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
only because you were right up my ear, but...
It was just... Oh my gosh, it's Enema. Like, because we had talked about that when we were driving there.
Yep.
And we had agreed, well, we're not going to hear Enema.
Yes.
That'd be fantastic.
Yep,
but we're not going to hear it.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That would be amazing, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, we're not going to get Enema. It's not going to happen. So...
There's one nice thing about their playlist is it does vary depending on the shows that are not.
Yeah, they didn't do Swamp Song last night
cool.
in Kelowna. They did Intolerance, which is also from Undertow.
I was happy with Swamp Song though.
Yeah, instead of Enema, they played Stinkfist last night in Kelowna. So when the playlist was going in the order that it had last night, I thought, okay, so I'm okay with the playlist staying the same. But man, Enema, that song, and everybody was singing.
Yes.
That whole crowd was singing, because all the old dudes my age who are trying to drink like they're still 20, but their bladders were reminding them they're not, because they kept getting up and having to go to the washroom. And I said that, I mumbled that to myself, like, your bladders aren't 20 anymore, guys. You need to just tone it down a little bit. Which made me feel better. I was like, finally, I'm in a crowd where people have to use the bathroom more than I do. This is such a wonderful crowd. I suddenly don't feel like an old fart. This is great. So, see, it was a good experience for me, too. You got to hear all your favorite songs. I got to realize my bladder's not that bad. Like, it's great. So much beer. So much beer. There were points during the night where I'm like, I can smell the beer. Like, I can... There's so much beer. And the guys next to us weren't drinking beer. So... But it was... and, yeah, you had to get up so many times. We had to get up so many times.
Yeah, move over to get people.
That's the problem with aisle seats. It's the only drawback with aisle seats. I love having aisle seats, but, yeah. The funny thing is, the seats we were in, across the aisle, it was $50 more per ticket. That's why I picked the seats that I did. I always try to get as close to the expensive section as possible. And that's where I stopped. But yeah, this t-shirt I got when I was there. Managed to get it in a large. So, made me happy. I like shirts that I can move around in a little bit. Yvonne always wants me to wear form-fitting, and my answer to that is no. So, but that's okay. We have that argument the other way, too. Where I might say, oh, you can wear something form-fitting. She's like, no.
That is not a conversation we ever have. No, that's not true. Shanna's making crap up again.
And then we have the debate about how sexy you are, and we
do not.
We have the whole...
That is not a
thing. The whole rating chart.
Ew.
I have a whiteboard on the wall. So...
Ew.
Track it day to day.
No, this is not a thing. Oh my gosh. No.
So...
Make a whiteboard for you. No. Ew.
Do you want to? Because I got a whole bunch of whiteboards here.
Because you do have a lot of whiteboards.
I've got 7 here.
Anyways.
I'm going to need like 40 of them tomorrow. So tonight there was just the one hockey game, so I figured, yeah, I can go to Tool. And it's good, because we already have the tickets anyways.
There was a lot of games.
I knew when it was on a Monday.
I am really frustrated.
I knew when it was on a Monday to be good.
Darn it.
Yeah, so Ministry's
really
coming
see Ministry. That would
in
be
March.
Amazing.
I would love to see Ministry. They're going to be at the Commodore, but the tickets are $220 each. And that's general admission at the Commodore. And the funny thing is they're in Seattle the night before, and the tickets are like $100.
Lame. I want to see Ministry.
I want to see Ministry too. I would love to see Ministry in concert. I have a hat. I have a t-shirt. All I need is a tour shirt. I have the jersey as well.
Ministry jersey.
I don't wear it.
What are you doing?
She's having a fight with all the
just
cardboard
moving
and
everything.
Come here, baby. You're being noisy. Why are you being noisy?
She's
Hey?
rearranging the furniture.
She kind of feels like she owns this room now. She's in here a lot, so...
It's past bedtime, so, you know, it's just her room now.
I don't know that rabbits have a bedtime. They just seem to just always be up. Okay, there you go, baby. Anyways, so... Yeah, it was a great concert. Absolutely fantastic.
I wish more bands did the no phones.
They
really
did enforce the no phones policy. That is a Maynard thing too, because they did the same thing for Perfect Circle when we went to the Pacific Coliseum a few years back.
They were way more strict
and
there, though.
Yeah, if you were seen filming or taking pictures, you were gone. They'd come down and you're out.
And they delete the pictures.
Yeah. So what happened tonight was there were some people that were talked to.
A lot of people.
And you were given 2 warnings, and on that 3rd warning, you were gone. So there were at least 2 warnings, which is more than you got at Perfect Circle. But there weren't very many phones out. And it just makes a concert a more enjoyable experience when you don't have a bunch of people with their phone out, because we're on the shorter side. So when you've got tall people that are like this,
though, so.
You got a tall guy that's like this, so now their phone is even taller than they are, and it's like all I can see is you're great. If I wanted to see your phone screen, I just would have stayed home and not bothered going to the concert and just waited for you to post your damn stupid video. But
Highly
can I see around you?
Platforms to concerts, though.
I'm still wearing them.
I think mine are off. Obviously, look at how much shorter I am right now.
Yep, I'm still wearing mine.
I was wearing my 3-inch ones.
Yep.
So that made me I still wasn't tall, whatever.
Yep. So I wore them, and the funny thing is, because it was a Tool concert, I thought, well, I kind of look like I'm overdressed, but the heel, I was like, because it's either this or the purple ones, and I thought the purple ones look silly.
Whatever.
So
purple ones are awesome.
Not that anybody cares what shoes I'm wearing at a concert, but
no, of course they don't.
Still, they work, and it definitely makes it a little bit easier to see, than it would be otherwise. But it was great. So if you have a chance to see Tool in concert, I think she'd recommend them.
Yeah, so I've seen them so many times.
Can you imagine? Okay,
I've seen Tool by far more than anybody else.
Tool has to play the Sphere.
They actually posted about the Sphere the other day. They posted a picture of the Sphere with the eyeball on it.
Have to do the Sphere.
And it was something about, like, just imagine. That'd be really
just
cool.
Just that visual, all the visuals we saw that
would be crazy.
Wall behind him. Just if that was a wraparound effect.
That'd be crazy. The lasers, I really liked how
the
they
lasers
did the
were really
lasers.
well done.
That
really,
was
really well
neat.
done.
Yeah.
And they had, it's just the set was so nicely done.
And we've seen a ton of concerts. We've seen a lot of concerts.
We really have. We still need to do like a top 10 list.
I think Tool, out of all the concerts, is the best at balancing everything with the vocals and all the drums and the instruments. They are the most balanced. You can actually hear the vocals, because a lot of them, the balance isn't quite right. And
I could hear everything with Rammstein.
Yes.
Rammstein was very clear.
But most concerts, the vocals get kind of
At the beginning, I had a hard time hearing Maynard. The first couple of songs, I had a harder time hearing Maynard. And then
but part of that was also
up.
Which songs they began with.
Well, Fear Inoculum and Zombie. But
they're more instrumental than they.
Yeah, it was a really, really fun night. No regrets, even though tomorrow night is going to be bonkers for me because there's 16 hockey games.
Yeah.
Hey, I already got the preview board done. I did that today while I had the time, and tried to make sure that I got some stuff done so I don't have to do it in the morning. And I figure if I can do the preview tonight before bed, and if I can do like 6 other videos before bed, then
it's after
I don't have
1 o'clock in the morning. Let's not.
Then I can sleep till like 2 in the afternoon and get up and just watch the games.
No.
16 games. Good luck. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if you've seen Tool in concert on this tour that they're on, they're definitely I think it's a more they're hitting more stops than they did the last time they went out on tour.
It feels
Kelowna.
Like.
Yeah.
That's
and then
something.
not tomorrow, I think in 2 days they're in Edmonton.
She's in a mood.
They're in Edmonton next and then Calgary after that. So you got a chance to see them, go. It is fantastic. It is a great evening. Don't try recording with your phone. Enjoy the night. Just, we used to experience things. I remember before we had a phone.
Well, I was thinking, so last time I saw Tool, people didn't have cell phones.
Because we would just experience stuff and remember it.
Back when cell phones didn't have cameras.
They
were made for phone calls.
Like, are there kids out there that are like, dude, did you see that concert last night? Yeah, but I don't remember it. I didn't record any of it. It's just gone. I don't know. I don't even know who I saw, dude. I didn't even record any of it. I'm so depressed now. Like, it's just, I don't understand how, I don't get it. Like, during the Rammstein concerts, I filmed like 30 seconds of each song. So I would, have that memory, but I would
We do frequently when we go to concerts, we'll take like one song and just record like
Hailstorm.
Little bit.
Hailstorm, I did 30 seconds of I Miss the Misery, posted it to my Facebook. I did not post it on the channel. And that was just for me. I was like, this is just so that someday that'll come up as a memory, and I'll be like, yay, yay, I remember I saw Lizzie Hale, and she was fantastic, and that was fun. That was great. And then Volbeat came out or something, I don't know. But it just, Hailstorm was awesome. So
it was great.
They were okay, but it's Hailstorm that I remember. And in this case, it's Tool I remember. Although the one-man band was interesting. I almost, towards the end, I was like, if he has some kind of a descent into madness and he decides to break everything at the end, that might be an awesome way to run it, like finish out this set. That might be just go completely bonkers. Because he's playing himself as being insane anyways, with a fake accent. Because she even asked me, so what kind of accent is that? And I said fake. Like it's this fake old English accent.
I don't know.
But he said he was from the Pacific Northwest. And I'm like,
what I was
okay,
confused about.
Yeah, there isn't a part of Washington that has a Cockney accent or anything of that nature.
What it was.
He bun.
He says no.
Licorice be nice. He knows if I'm grabbing for him, and he'll run off. Yeah, he knows. He's siding. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. If you've made it this far, and if you didn't, you don't know that I said that. So thanks guys for watching. Again, if you have a chance to see Tool in concert, it's an experience. It's great. I'm 100% stone sober, but I can understand why people might want to watch that in various forms of not necessarily, but I don't understand being staggering drunk. That I don't understand. Because for me personally, if I've had like 5, 6, 8, I don't have a very good memory if I've had that many drinks.
I've never tried that. So
like
I don't know.
It your memory kind of starts to fade, and and then I don't feel good. I generally find that if I've been drinking, I don't feel like, for me personally, it doesn't make me feel better. Not like, yeah, I'm drunk, I feel great. I'm kind of like, oh, I had too much. Crap. And then I kind of sit in a corner until I'm sobered up a little bit. But anyways, enough about me. Enough about that. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Hit like and subscribe if you love Tool. And if you don't love Tool, hit like and subscribe anyways. Because, gosh darn it, there's other things to talk about. But at least I'm not talking about Sniper Wolf, so that's a benefit. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot. And if anybody was there tonight, I know I had one subscriber come over and take a picture with me. That was awesome. And there were other subscribers there too.
Well, you had like 4 people.
Yeah.
Talk to you.
Yeah, and that's always nice. It's always appreciated. So, thanks to those that spoke to me and those that didn't. Come over and talk to me next time. Because I know she tells me, she's like, yeah, there's one that's looking. I think they're...
I know the look.
But it's not like I'm going to go back and go, what are you looking at me for?
There's a look we got.
You looking at? But anyways.
Oh, you can see Bear stretching. There's Bear stretching.
Yeah, sweet kitty. All right. I will talk to you guys again soon. And, tomorrow night's going to be kind of crazy, so I enjoyed tonight while I could. My ears are still ringing. How are yours?
They're ringing. Not too bad, though, compared to...
Godsmack.
Oh, my gosh. My ears were ringing half the next day.
You're going to have to talk to them about the Godsmack concert at some point.
They won't be ringing tomorrow, because they're barely ringing. That was not bad.
It wasn't that loud.
I was impressed with their volume levels and the balance. That was...
Yeah, it was really well done. Really, really well done. Really, really smart. All right. I will talk to you guys again soon.